Hello, stampers and crafters. This is Kevon from ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. How are you guys today? How's life going? What's the next thing you're going to do? Big weekend coming up, you know, with Memorial Weekend. What are you guys going to do? But anyway, I'm just here and I want to share my cards with you. I'm so excited about this. So I'm coming on a little bit early because I have another appointment and I did not want to cancel. So I am just trying to figure out how can I get all this stuff done. So anyway, if you are on, please send me a hello. If you are just wanting to sit back and watch, please feel free to do so. So this is our sketch. I created this sketch. Love it when I can create sketches. It has all your measurements at the bottom, but I wanted to do something where it was with the arches. And these are the everyday arches. So I'm going to show you what I did, and I hope we can have some fun with it. This is the card that we're going to create. And I just really enjoyed this card. It was one where you open and then you have a wonderful little saying. You get to show off some designer series paper. And then you have a great note on the inside. Now I did put a piece of paper on the back so you can write a little note, because there's really not a lot of room on this to write anything. So what I ended up using, and these are in Last Chance, the 2004-2006 in color Glimmer specialty paper. And I don't know if you remember all these. They're all the in colors, and they just sparkle. So I used Petunia Pop. Our designer series paper is the Unbounded Beauty designer series paper. Love this. I love all the colors. I just think that these colors are beautiful, and I love the way that they all go together. I used the Link Together, and it is totally retired, and it was Just a Note, because I love the Just a Note. With You in Mind, I used the Thinking of You in the back, and this is a new stamp, and the Flowers of Beauty is, I think it's in the Last Chance. And I used this die, and then I used this die over here. And that's what I created the little flowers from, and also the greenery in the back. Then I used the Everyday Arches, which are these, and then on the back of the peach pie, and I used all the in colors. So we do have our Pretty in Pink, our Petunia Pop, we have our, I think this is Splash. It's either Splash or it's Shy Shamrock. This is Peach Pie. This is either, I think this may be the Summer Splash, but I don't know for sure. But in the Peach Pie, I did use the Fern 3B, and it is in the Last Chance. I have my little flowers ready to be put on. On this green, I think I used this. And you guys can see right now, and I'm going to show you on the other one, there is some room at the back, which I got the fold. And I know that I have showed that to you before. So here is my green. And you can see the back. So I didn't put it all the way to the back so it will leave a fold. And when I did this, I folded it. And now I have to crunch and move this, and then it opens. So that's how I did the fold. And I used I think this is the next one down. Yeah. So from our arches, as I count from the biggest down, so it's 1, 2, 3, I used 4 and 5. Okay? So I'm going to show you how I did all this. So as we're putting all this together, again, you should have all the dimensionals. If not, please go to my blog and it will give you everything you need. So let's put the Petunia pop on all of these. And I know I lost my silicone pad that's Stampin' Up, so I'm just using another one. And all I'm going to do is put some adhesive on this. And then put some adhesive on this. I always like to start from the smallest to put on my paper, my cardstock. Okay. And you know, I am really having problems today with my things being straight. On my next project, I stamped this 4 times, front and back, and I still did not get it in the middle. Oh, I get so frustrated at little things like that. Oh, what am I doing? I did cut the piece for the back. So this one's going on the back. And this is for you to write your little sentiment on. I didn't know I cut that one. And then on the inside, we are going to use our Designer Series paper. All right. So we have put everything together. So now we are going to work with all the color, with all the inside materials. So you want to be able to fit this enough so it will close. But you want to, geez Louise, you want to create enough room that it's about even on both sides. So all I'm going to do is flip it over. And some of you that like to use liquid glue, this is a great one to use a liquid glue with. Okay, and we're just gonna flip this back. And you want it to be equal distance at the on the sides too. Boy, I am just having a time at this. Okay, we're down. We are down. Crooked and down. All right. So then the next one, let's just go ahead. You can see I missed stamped on the inside. So we're going to go ahead and just put this. Remember, you guys, as long as you can turn something over, you got a great second piece. Oh, boy. And I just may have to be a little bit crooked today. Okay, we're just going to be a little bit crooked. So here I'm going to bring out the embossed fern. And I'm going to bring in my glue. I will get ready to glue this down. And remember, if you happen to get glue on there, use your embossing buddy, pat it down. That will clear up any type of stickiness. If you have a little eraser, adhesive eraser, go ahead and use it. So from here, we're just going to bring in our great big flowers. And I wonder why I use that. Okay. Well, this is a bummer. So I think I'm just going to lay this a little bit to the side so you can see the whole thing. And otherwise, if I put it up and down, we're not going to get it in the envelope. So I don't know why I use this one instead of the other one, but hey, we're going to go with it. So now I'm just going to a little dot of do ya. And again, I am not using a lot on here. And you just want to dot. Again, for those of you that like to use daubers, this is a good thing to get out your daubers, and you can just put a little bit of glue up here and then use your dauber to just pat it down. And it'll be nice and even as far as the glue goes on top of the image. Sorry about that. All right, so we are just going to put this sideways. Now, I did get some, oh, really? I am just going to cut that off. I did get some glue up here and down below, so all I'm going to do is take my embossing buddy and create just a little bit of an opening as I took this off. So now I want to show you guys, you need to make sure that you use this. This is the die. So when you look at it, it looks like this. All right. So now we're going to do things just a little bit different. This is your Pretty in Pink bordered ribbon. It is on the online store. I'm going to put this down below here. I'm going to get out my Just a Note, and I'm going to just cut a little bit off. A little bit on this side. And then I am just going to find out where the middle is, and cut to the middle to create a banner. I'm not very good at these, but I like the way that they look. All right, so there's my one. And this is stamped in Petunia Pop. There we go. And this is our little banner. And I'm going to put the banner up high, so it's going to look a little bit different than what I have right now. Let me see. I'm looking for some little babies. So these are our mini dimensionals. And I'm just going to pull these off. These tweezers that I'm using are the ones that come with the additional embossing, or the additional embossing. I'm going to just put this up a little bit higher. So then we have that. Now I am going to get my flowers. And I picked up the wrong, oh, I didn't. I picked up the right. So this is our ribbon. And now for the little flowers. So I am just going to put those on here. And then I'm going to open this up, as you can see, and just put a couple of flowers on the inside. And I just did these ahead of time. So we have 5, but I think I need a few more. So I did cut a few more. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to put 5 on the outside. And again, all I'm doing is just attaching them to the glue dot. And I just want a couple right here in the middle. And one right here. There we go. The card looks a little bit different, but it's still, for me, it still has that effect. So thank you guys for joining me. If you were on Facebook and you see this design, please feel free to post your card. If you are on YouTube, please subscribe. And thank you so much for being there with me. I really appreciate that. Thank you for everybody who is watching. All right, so that's our first card. Now the second card, I love the second card. It was the one that I created and then went, oh my God, I have to create this card. So we are using the Unbounded Love, this happy birthday down here in the corner. I love this, sending love and best wishes. And then we're also going to use some of our ephemeral full flowering. So this is what we have. These are being carried over, so please get them. Oh my God, sometimes when you don't feel like doing any stamping, this is the best thing ever. Some Adhesive-Backed metallic gems. These are on the last chance, and it is the 2004-2006 in color Glimmer gems, and this is our card. Love it. Look at how wonderful that is. Oh, and you just slide it back in place. I think it's just great. Just great. I also use the Simply Scored because this you're going to have to score, and you need to score through 2 pieces of paper. It's going to be about a 1/2 inch, and you want to make sure that you score it in both directions so it can fold nice and easily. We are using our, I love this stuff. I'm so glad that it's in the online store. This is the Wildflower Birthday Specialty Designer Series paper. And remember, it comes with stickers. And it comes with beautiful paper that has gold on the outside. And then it just has a beautiful design on the other side. These things I got out of the Full Flowering. Have a piece of something on it. And then this little one I got out of the Wildflower stickers. So that's what we have to put on. Now it goes together really fast once you cut everything. So the first thing that, and again, all the dimensions are on my website. So the first thing we have to do, and I am going to use some glue on this one. Is that we want to put this on the inside. And I want to make sure that this stays together. So give me just a minute to put this down. And it's okay if this sits for a while, because sometimes when it gets a little transparent, it is ready to glue down. And it sticks a little bit more. So now I'm going to glue this. Then I'm going to turn this over. Get my card. Center this. And just give it a press down. Some odd reason I have really bad, somehow I got color. This, I was fine. I went to score it today and I got this little mark on it. I do not know what's going on with that. So I have to cover it up. So then this is the way that the outside will look. You can tape it down, but you need something like a tear and tape to do so. The, where are the everyday stamps, or the everyday arches that I used for this. And this I cut all the way to the bottom. Again, this will represent about a 1/2 inch that's gone. So this is, again, from the outside in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's number 6 and number 7. Those are the 2 that I used to create this flap. Now, because of the flap being weighted down with 2 cardstocks, I needed to have something to hold it in place. And after I put this together, this just goes on the outside. I wanted birthdays, I wanted the cakes, I wanted everything. I just put that down and then I added the flap. Now with this, I'm going to probably go a little bit, I stamped a little bit too close over here, and I may change what I'm doing right here. So I remembered that on the back, I am going to do 2 dimensionals. And I'm sticking them close to the side. Then I'm going to press this down and put this right here. So now that will hold the flap down. Then all I did was I took a couple of these leaves and I just glued them down. So there's one. And I think I'm going to have I'm going to go with the brighter on the outside or the darker green. And again, all I'm doing is, oops, I need to do it this way. I don't want to do this on the back. And now I'm just going to glue I'm just going to put that there. So then when I undo it, it comes up and then it goes right back down. Let me see if I can get it in a better place. There, that'll be a little bit better. Opening it, shutting it. Yes. Now, because this is a little bit too far over on the side, I need to bring in my little flowers and find out if there's another flower. Oh my goodness. That I could use. I like that a lot. Oh. Nope. I like that too. I would like something that had little flowers. Oh, no. I think I'm going to go with this. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. It's amazing how things just change. And then I'm taking my glue dot, or my dimensional, and I'm just going to put that one right there. There we go. Love that balloon though. The balloon was beautiful. All right. So now that we've messed everything up, let's go ahead. And we are going to use one of the orange. We're going to put it right there. And one of the pretty in pink. And we're going to put it here. And I think I'm going to add just a few more. Nope, I don't want that. I think I'm going to stay with Pretty in Pink. There we go. And then I'm going to bring in my gold. A bigger gold. And I'm going to put that right in the center of that flower. There we go. And we are done. So these are what the two, after I clean up real quick, these are what the two look like. A little bit different, but good. All right, these are the two that I created today. Oh, don't you just like them? I just think that they are just great. Again, measurements are going to be just a little bit different. So please make sure that you head to my blog and get all the measurements. Again, they are on the sketch today. And it's mostly for, I think, 5.5 by 7. Yep, it's mostly for this. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. Again, if you need anything, please let me know. There is a great Join Now program going on. Please make sure you take a look at it. Love to be your demonstrator. If I can help you out with anything, please let me know. Otherwise, have a great day. I'll see you next Wednesday for another Hump Day Sketches. So thank you, everybody. Love you lots. Thanks for stopping by.